What's up, guys? Today we are driving out to Lillian, Alabama to do our quarterly maintenance package on a center console and 2 jet skis. Right now we're driving out to the job and unfortunately it's raining, so hopefully we get to work today, but if not, we're gonna make a video today. Let's get it. Can't forget about the 2 most important products, caffeine and protein. Let's go. Ready to work in the rain? Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Go. We'll need wash and wax boat soap, rust stain remover, intense clean, maybe mold and mildew, but we'll figure that part out once we get out there. So we'll go check out the boat and be right back. All right, let's run across here and see if we can stay dry. All right, so with this particular boat, the reason why we came out here today is because we are undercover, so thank God for that. So this boat is one that we come out every 3 months and we re-wax it with our premium boat wax. As you can see, the side looks absolutely beautiful. This boat stays in really good shape, and we also have these 3 jet skis that we're gonna clean, remove all these water spots on the surface. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to kind of detail a jet ski today, and we're gonna wash and wax this boat. Let me see if I can find a water hose to check our beadage. So I always like to kind of check and see how hydrophobic the surface still is after about 3 months. Look at that, holy crap. Yes, sir. Damn.
Yeah, that's nice.
Actually looks really good. This client uses his boat pretty much every weekend, so it gets a lot of use. And here, show the water beads. This is 3 months later with our premium boat wax. This thing is looking incredible. All we're gonna really do today on this is we're gonna give it a nice wash. We're gonna clean out the compartments. I'm not really seeing any rust because we did use the corrosion blocker last time. So I'm gonna just run you guys through our maintenance detail. Let's check out these jet skis real quick. They added a 3rd one, so we gotta really detail this blue one today. We don't normally do this one. The black one and the gray one's the ones we normally do. 3 months ago, we did our polish to protect, and then we ceramic sprayed it. And as you can see on the surface, that ceramic spray is still holding up very nicely, even on all the plastics. So these are looking still really good, hydrophobic. So what we're gonna do is go through the same thing. These jet skis get really bad water spotting. So we're gonna go through with the polish to protect, and then we're gonna re-ceramic spray these jet skis. So for today, we're gonna do a maintenance wash and detail on the boat, and we're gonna do a water spot treatment and ceramic spray on the jet skis. Let's get to it. All right, so we got the guys rolling on the boat. They're gonna do our maintenance wash. Now the steps we break that down into is first gonna be a nice rinse. We're gonna go over all the rust stains, which there was barely any on this boat. Then we're gonna clean the seat cushions with Revival Intense Clean. Again, the seats were already clean, so it's a very quick process. As soon as we're done with the intense clean, we're gonna rinse out the compartments, clean the compartments out, and then we're gonna use our Revival Wash and Wax Boat Soap to give this entire boat, topside and hull side, a nice clean. We got Cody here. It's actually his first time detailing a jet ski. The very first thing I like to do is just give it a good rinse down. There was some dirt and stuff down here, so I'm just gonna go ahead, spray everything down. And more importantly, I like to, let me shut this for a second. I really like to kind of blast out a lot of the creases and crevices. So on jet skis, you got a lot of sharp edges and stuff for just dirt, grime, spiders, salt, anything like that to kind of get ingrained into. So I'm just gonna take our pressure washer. We're just gonna do a really good rinse.
Now, a jet ski is meant to get wet, but we don't want to blast the electronics. Same with a boat. So if you do get the electronics a little wet, that's okay. We just don't want to sit there and like blast the screens and gauges, that kind of thing, okay? The best thing to do is to get on it like you're riding, and then hand me that detail brush in there. So we just got to wash and wax boat soap in a bucket. You can also use a foam cannon too. I like to have a detail brush so we can really get inside the creases, and I like to sit on it because this is where the rider is going to be riding it. So just get all inside the cracks really good. Again, if you just use a wash mitt, you're not going to really get inside the corners and the crevices. So make sure we get a good brush all up in there, because a lot of the times it'll look clean when it's wet, but when it's dry, you're going to see dirt and stuff all in these corners. Okay, which this particular jet ski is really not too dirty. All right, so that's looking good. Just kind of run down all the corners. Spider web, get that off. Here are speakers. All right, cool, that's done. Let me hop off without dying. All right, now that we got those corners, we'll just come up here. We'll start from the front and work our way back with the wash mitt. Now, the good thing about using a wash mitt instead of like a boat brush is that you can either just put it on your hand, or you can actually slip your hand in here, which is what I would recommend. So you can kind of get your fingers in all these grooves, get behind the rail. Blah. All right, got that? When you're coming through the walls here, just try to get inside these creases down in here, because dirt likes to get trapped down here. And just give it a good wash. All right, and at this point too, so really the very first step is to clean the seats. Alex was already out here doing all the intense cleans, so he already got all the seats cleaned. We always want to wash our seat or clean our seats first with the intense clean, so that when we're doing the soap, we're washing off that cleaner off the seats so they stay nice and protected. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to use our detail brushes, get all in the cracks and crevices, and just wash these jet skis down. So we are officially done washing. We got the guys drying up the center console over here, just using some chamois and a chamois mop to get the side and the inside all dried on the jet skis. We're gonna dry these up as well. Sometimes we get a lot of water down here where your feet go. So the fastest way to do that is just take a shop vac, suck all the water out. So we're gonna suck all the water out where the feet go, dry everything up, and then we're gonna start removing some water spots. About time for a new mop, dude. Yeah. You've been hard on it. So I just wanted to take a moment while the guys are drying right now, kind of talk about some business advice. Not saying this is perfect advice by any means, but there's a lot of business models out there, and one of the ones that I have chosen for my business is to go after full restorations, because that's your big ticket items. The wet sands, the heavy cut buffs, all that good stuff. That is your big payday, big ticket items. Now, where you can get reoccurring business is either doing monthly wash plans or quarterly detail plans. For me and my company, we actually focus more on the quarterly detail plans because I find they're just more profitable for what we can charge versus monthly washes. Now, monthly washes can be super profitable. It's really good for business because you have a monthly revenue stream. But with having only one crew, which that's all we have right now is just one crew, when you do a bunch of monthly washes, now you're having to take away from high ticket items to go do a $200 wash across town. Unless you have multiple washes at one marina, then it's hard to really stay profitable with that. Now, if you have a solitary crew that all they do is maintenance washes, then it is definitely more doable, and I do encourage that. But if you're a one-man show, or you and another guy, or even a team of guys, it's not quite profitable for the monthly. Now, what we do is we do our first initial big detail, and then I encourage my clients to get on an every 3-month basis where we come out and just do a re-wash and wax, is what we're doing right now. At this rate, we typically charge around $25 to about $30 a foot on a center console of this size, so that's going to come out to a couple $100. We'll be in and out in about 4 to 5 hours, and in this case we're doing the boat and the jet ski. So with that, instead of doing a wash for $200, now every 3 months we come out and we make about $700 to $900, depending on how much extra work we have to do. So with that, I find it's a lot more profitable. It frees up my schedule, so I don't have stuff every month, so I can do the big details in those off months. And then about every 3 months is when we start knocking out our wash and wax plans on all of our maintenance clients. So it works out great for me. I absolutely love this model, and I find it to be the most profitable. What was fire?
Raw fish etouffee.
Where'd you get that?
One of our monthly details.
He gives us free food.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He treats us well.
He treats us well. Love when clients give us free stuff.
Hey, I'm still waiting for that food.
We're going to do his boat tomorrow.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, but just not at his house though, unfortunately.
Oh.
But I'll ask him for some free food.
Yeah.
He bought a new boat. It's a 42-foot CB.
That's what I was just saying. I was like, you got the new boat.
Wait, we're doing that one tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are we ceramic?
I'm gonna quote him on Ceramic King tomorrow. Tomorrow we're just going to wash and wax it, but
That's sick.
yeah. Do what?
No.
What'd you say?
Can't wait to test out his speakers.
Bryce is a big speaker guy.
Just to play the worst music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, come on now.
He loves a good boat, so
You just play the same song.
he's a big Justin Bieber fan. Lady Gaga. All right, we're done washing. Time for a little lunch break, and then we're gonna start with the waxing and detail process.
Let's go.
Did y'all have a good lunch?
Yep.
Yup. What you doing there? Making a mess?
Making a big mess.
What is that, like $10?
I guess we'll have two. You wanna, Alex, you and Cody wanna do the jet skis? Okay. All right, so we got a Winley Polish and Protect for that to get all those water spots out. And then I guess Bryce and Cody will do the wax.
Cole, you mean?
Cole, Bryce, waxing. All right, cool. All right, so look, we're gonna wax the boat. Today we're gonna be using the Max Shine M8 SV2, and we got a Lake Country Black HDO. I like these because they're really big. You can use the CCS as well. They're a little bit smaller. But this is what we got today. Then we're going to be using Revival Premium Boat Wax. Cool thing about the Premium Boat Wax is that it's stackable. So y'all saw how nice the water beads were when we got here. When we add more to it, it's just going to intensify that. So the more you can add the wax to it over time, the better result you're going to ultimately get, and you're going to get even more longevity out of it. We're going to load up everything into our cart here, and we're going to go out there, start waxing the boat, and get the jet skis all cleaned up. Let's get it. All right, so we got water spots. Can you see all these water spots in there? Like they're kind of faint. They're kind of baked into the jet ski. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take Revival Polish and Protect, and we're gonna do it by hand. We could get like a little mini buffer and all this stuff in here, but our client, he doesn't really care too much about like little swirls and scratches. He just wants the unsightly water spots off. When we're doing it, just kind of pretend you're on a buffer, so do like short little circle buffs. And then secondly, we don't want to get the Polish and Protect into any of the plastics, right? So you see how this is painted plastic and then this is like a raw plastic. If we get in the raw plastic, after about a week or so, it'll like turn white, so you won't be able to see. So what I like to do is just try to get like your finger like right up in there, and just try not to get the Polish and Protect like in the actual plastic itself, all right? Just take the Polish and Protect. I like to kind of put it on my 2 fingers. Just put a good amount. Just kind of dab your section out. And also try to not get a bunch of product like in the crease right there. And then just literally do nice little short circle buffs. You can even do side to sides. It really doesn't matter too much. And just kind of work each section, getting all around. And sometimes you can even see like a faint outline of the water spots just like disappearing as you're wiping. All right, I'm gonna do that. Come through this blue. All right, and then as soon as you're done, just flip your towel and then just wipe it just like you normally would a wax. And there you go. See how much shinier that is? Real nice and glossy. Coming through the blue here. Just pop that off. This jet ski's they use the heck out of these jet skis, so there's some minor little scuffs and stuff in there. We're not too worried about that. We just want to get all the water spots off. So the guys are gonna get to work with the Polish Protect by hand, getting all that done, and when we're done, we'll do a ceramic spray on that. And we got Cole over here doing the premium boat wax. He's gonna start off on the top side, work our way down to the hull. Let's get it. All right, so we got the boat and the jet skis pretty much wrapped up at this point. We applied the Revival Premium Boat Wax, and you must let it sit and cure to the surface for roughly about 15 to 30 minutes. So Cole here got the top side, Bryce got the hull all waxed up, and now we're going over and wiping all the wax residue off with fresh microfiber towels. And then over here, the guys are pretty much done with the jet skis. As soon as we're done with the Polish and Protect on the jet skis, we're gonna go ahead and top it off with Revival ceramic spray. That's a pretty simple process. Just put it on your microfiber towel, wipe it in, and use a fresh towel to level off the ceramic spray. You must level the ceramic spray. It is a true ceramic coating, a ceramic spray coating. So you gotta apply it, let it cure, and then level it off. So we're gonna run through, get the boat all wiped up, get these jet skis, and we'll be almost officially done with our detail. Alrighty guys, so we are officially almost done with the detail. We got Cole doing our corrosion blocker on the metal. So the corrosion blocker is just gonna prevent the metal from oxidizing and getting corroded and ultimately rusting. So he's gonna go through all the metal, get the metal all wiped down with the corrosion blocker. And right after that, he's going to be doing Revival Vinyl Guard on all the seat cushions. That's going to protect the seats, keep them nice and soft, and it's gonna protect them from UV damage. The Vinyl Guard is an absolute must-have product. And when we're finished with that, the very last step of the detail on the boat is gonna be cleaning out the floors, just wiping them out really good, and applying the Revival ceramic spray on the non-skid, and the center console will be completed. The guys over here are pretty much wrapped up with the jet skis. We're just doing some last minute little cleans, details, and we're gonna be sucking out some of the dust and footprints off of the floors of the jet skis. You like that little cart?
Yeah.
All right, we're about wrapped up. These boats and jet skis are looking incredible. We're gonna get the coolers back on. We had to do some vinyl guard on the jet skis, so we got all the final wipe down. Let's go ahead and check out the boat and the jet skis. These things look incredible.
Putting towels in another bag.
Yeah.
That's the power.
Yeah, we can just load up the towels.
All right, that's a wrap. Y'all killed it today. Good job. Bryce, good job. Yeah. So thank you guys. Y'all killed it. Well, tomorrow we got a 46-foot CV at the Pensacola Marine Center. So sounds good. Should be a fun job. Hopefully get a ceramic out of that. So.
Alrighty. Well, that's a wrap for today. Got 3 jet skis, boat done. It's about 4 o'clock. Quite frankly, we're moving a little bit slower than we normally would on this type of detail. It would typically take us about, I don't know, maybe 5 hours or so to do the boat and the 2 jet skis. This was our only job on the schedule for today. I've been kind of keeping it lighter because it's been so hot. My guys have been working like crazy. So all we had was this book today. So we took our time, did it right, made a cool little YouTube video. And now I am off to go home to my family. So anyway, if you got any value out of today, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification so that every time we make a video, it will pop up. And like always, all of the Revival products are listed in the description section down below. If you click those links and purchase those products, we appreciate you guys for that. We'll see y'all on our next detail. Let's go.